Hello, my name is Sinaia Urrusti-Frenk. I am a PhD candidate in economics at UC Berkeley, and I'm doing research on the political economics of mass media in Mexico as well as drug violence. And I've been asked to comment on the Mexican elections of last week. And I think that what I would have to say is that these elections have been remarkable for a number of reasons. First, the very high turnout rates, the kind of widespread involvement of Mexican society. But I think that the most interesting thing about these elections is the number of questions that remain open. First, the number of questions that remain open from now until December, when the new administration will start, and also the number of questions open from December onwards until the next federal elections or presidential elections in Mexico. And it will be interesting to see that what happens from now until December with the voto por voto movement, the reactions of Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the reactions of society with respect to this, the accountability movement to see what happened with the vote buying allegations, etc. That would be a very interesting thing to see, and it's still an open question what will be the outcome of this. And then there's also the upward questions of what will happen once the new administration starts. If the new PRI will in fact be a new PRI, if it is or if it isn't a new PRI, what will they be able to pass all the reforms that they have been blocking for the last 12 years? Whether in fact they'll be successful at that. And then I think a very interesting question will be, if the PRI doesn't perform as well as it hopes to, whether the electorate that has been voting for the left, that has remained, pretty stable over the last years, whether that electorate will in fact grow out of a disappointment with both, the two parties that have had presidential power in Mexico, the PRI and the PAN. Whether people will in 2018 say we gave them another opportunity and they weren't able to perform well, and so maybe we're going to see a Mexico that will turn more to vote for the left than it has done so far. So I think there's a number. The remarkable thing about these elections is how much we don't know yet about what will be the actual outcome of this. What is certain is that this is, I think, a critical moment in Mexico's history, and we have to, be watching it very closely to know what the future will behold.